Hey girls, it's Wednesday. So it's Irish week. That's so awesome. I have Irish on both sides of my family. Like my grandma on my mom's side, like her ancestors have Irish in them. And then on my father's side of the family, apparently we have Irish blood. Um, so one of my favorite movies growing up was The Secret of Roan Inish. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's a cute little movie. Yeah, I love the music in it. I can remember as a little girl, whenever we watched it, my mom would go in this really lame Irish accent. I do not have an Irish accent. And it used to crack me up because I was a little kid. So I pulled up a couple of facts about mythological creatures. I was going to try and do like a truth or fail type video, but my head hurts pretty bad this week, so researching. I can't comprehend information when my head hurts really bad, so it's going to be easier for me just to read to you what I found. And if my eyes aren't looking at the camera anymore, it's because I'm looking at my computer. So, Selkies are legendary creatures from Irish, Scotland, and Icelandic folklore. Generally, they are imagined as seals that can transform into humans, usually beautiful women. It's thought that they transform by removing their seal skins, and they return to their seal form by putting the skin back on. And in the movie that I love, in the movie they talk about how if you steal a Selkie's skin while they're in their human form, that you have control over them and they can't go back out to the sea. Another Irish mythological creature is the Banshee. In Ireland, there's a mythical creature called the Banshee. She is an omen of death and a message for the underworld. Her name means fairy of Sadi, or woman of the fairy mounds. The Banshees are also believed by some to be spirits of nature or pre-Christian Gaelic deities. In Celtic Christian religion, they are often referred to as fallen angels. In English, they are described as fairy or fairy woman. The Banshee is also said to be tasked with the job of warning the selected members of ancient Irish families at the time of their death. According to tradition, the Banshee was only said to cry for 4 major families, but this list seems to have been extended due to marriage. Apparently, in terms of clothing, she either wears a gray hooded cloak or a grave robe meant for the unshriven dead, those who were not allowed to find absolution. So you might have noticed that I wear hats a lot. It's just because I've shaved my head and stuff for surgery, so I kind of have guy hair. There's a lot of times when I don't really want to have guy hair, and usually when I'm making these videos, I don't want to look like a guy, so I wear a hat, but my head hurts today, so I'm not going to wear it. If you look closely, right there, you can see the scar from my last surgery. I also have scars over here from my first several surgeries, because I originally had shunts on this side and then I switched to this side, hoping that it would get better, and it didn't. So I'm not really doing anything special for St. Patrick's Day. Usually my grandma makes corned beef and cabbage, but my grandparents decided to turn vegetarian this month, so no corned beef for us. Oh well. One of my favorite things that references Ireland is this computer game called Beyond Atlantis. In the computer game, you go to this monastery in Ireland, and you, as the main character, end up having to research these old Gaelic customs, and you have to use the knowledge from those customs and those gods in order to get the information and the piece that you need from that particular scene. I love all the lands beyond Atlantis, but I think one of the reasons I love the Ireland land so much is because the music in that land is amazing. I just love Celtic style music. So, because it's Irish themed, I thought I would talk about an Irish character that we should all know, Seamus Finnegan from Harry Potter. Apparently he was born circa 1980. He's an Irish boy with sandy hair. He's half-blood. His father is a Muggle. And his mother didn't tell him that she was a witch until after they were married. Which, in the words of Seamus Finnegan, was a bit of a nasty shock for him. He started Hogwarts in 1991 as a Gryffindor, and the Sorting Hat took almost a minute to decide his house, so apparently he was a difficult decision. He is a member of Dumbledore's army, and he fought in the Battle of Hogwarts on May 2nd, 1998, and he camped in a tent in the Irish section in the 1994 Quidditch World Cup, in a tent covered with live shamrocks. That is my little review of Dean Thomas, who is Irish. And I have been recording for almost 20 minutes, so I think I have enough to edit down into an appropriate sized video. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, Indra, and yay!